Hello ladies. All right, this is a longer workout. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible while being as safe as possible. So keep up, listen up. We are moving fast, okay? This is the glutes workout that I have been doing the last, probably 2 months. Literally these same exact moves. There are a few that I interchange in terms of internal rotation exercises, which I will touch on once we get there. But other than that, this is what I've been working on to progressive overload and increase my hip thrust weight. That being said, this is gonna be a longer video because y'all are going to go through all of those weights as I build up to my heaviest one. So because of that, we obviously, we all have different weights. We all can lift different amounts. We're all going to progress in different increments. There's so many different factors to this. So your options are, you can watch me and see how much I go up by, or just see how many times I go up, how many reps I'm doing as I go up. You know, if you want to follow my lead, just so that you kind of have some guidance on how I am increasing, then you can do that. Or what you can do is go through this warm-up with me, maybe go through the first 1 or 2 sets of my warm-ups with hip thrust, and then you can kind of finish the hip thrust portion of this on your own and progress until you hit your 1 rep max or whatever that feels like for you, and finish it on your own, and then we can meet back up together after that and finish the rest of the workout. It's, there's no way I can be all right, this set, do this much weight, this many times, just because sometimes it's different for me too. So in terms of the first portion, the hip thrust portion of this workout and progressive overloading and building up, like I said, you can follow my lead and kind of do as I do and get, ideas from how I'm increasing and progressing. But choose it for yourself, what works for you, or you can go through all this part with me, and then once we get to the actual hip thrust portion, you can do it on your own. So those are your 2 options. It really just depends on what works best for you. I am putting timestamps on the workout, so if you do decide to pause and complete it on your own, you can just immediately click on the video to the time where we all do the next exercise together. The final exercises of this workout are actual sets and reps that are written out we can all do instead of what we're about to do with the hip thrust. So that's kind of the breakdown of this. All that being said, it's a really good workout. It's got all the things that a good glute workout should have. A thrust motion, a hinge, a squat motion, abduction. It's got burnout. We're going through mobility. We've got activation, internal rotation, all the things that we need to make for a good glute workout are in this workout, which is why I've been doing it over and over again, literally 2 times a week. I would do it 3 if I had time, but 2 times a week I'm prioritizing doing this workout because I'm trying to continue to build my glutes. So let's go on ahead and grab a band. To be completely transparent with y'all, that was a fairly quick warm-up and mobility routine. If you feel like you need more, go for it. I'm racing against the clock right now. If you can tell I'm out of breath. I'm literally I'm racing against the clock right now because Chase is sick and both boys are asleep. We're gonna do 30 step taps. Engage your core. Step, tap, step, tap. Both boys are asleep and I have probably an hour max. So, and this workout typically takes me an hour. So because of that, we're going fast. That was a quicker warm up than I normally would give you for a leg day. So if you feel like you could use a little bit more mobility or stretching, then pause this and go for it. Otherwise, what we're going through with activation right now should feel like you're warm and ready to go. We'll go through 3 rounds of these 3 exercises, and then we're gonna go straight into our hip thrust progression, okay? We're moving fast. All right, 30 step taps, our second exercise, 15 each leg. Kickbacks, engage your core. Exhale, inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since we are moving so quickly, if at any portion in this workout, switch legs, you feel like you need to stop and pause, please do so. I'm moving very fast. I know I've said that 100 times, but I want to make that clear. Like I'm moving really quickly. And so I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up, this is too much, or whatever. Like, pause it, especially if you've got the time. If you're not racing against the clock like me, then go for it. 15 hip thrust. This is a workout that is just too good for me to gatekeep. And it's one, like I keep saying, that I am doing on repeat. So I wanted to share it with y'all, even though I'm crunched for time and it is long. It's just so good. One more. Good job. Okay, we're gonna go through that 2 more times. This is also usually the pace that I go when I'm working out by myself and not in front of the camera, because it usually is a race against the clock. 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep that core engaged. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. 10 more. 2, 3, 5, 27, 28, and 30. All right, those kickbacks. Square up the hips. Draw that core in. We're doing 15 each leg. 12, oops. 15, switch. There's 10, 13, 14, 15. All right, 15 hip thrusts, and then let's keep going. We have one more time for all this. I'm gonna start to kind of explain my hip thrust circuit. I always start with my warm-up weight, which if you are progressive overloading week by week, your warm-up weight should be increasing as well. So my warm-up weight is already on the barbell, and I'm just going to, there's 15, increase every single round. Okay, so I always start with 10 warm-up weight, or warm-up reps. Just feels like a good number to start with. So I always start with 10, and then I typically already start going down from there, okay? Every single round I am increasing weight. I don't necessarily always decrease my reps. Oh, sorry, lateral step taps. I don't necessarily always decrease my reps when I'm increasing weight, but typically I'm going to. So I'll do 10 at my warm-up weight, then drop to 8, and then I'll do 6. 6 is where I kind of start to play it by ear based off of how I feel. So I may do 2 rounds of 6. I may do 6, 5, then move to 4. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. There's 30, but definitely 10, definitely 8, definitely 6. And then after that, it's kind of like, okay, how are we feeling? How many reps do I think I can get in? Because the thing is, when you are continuously increasing your weight and you're trying to get to a 1 rep max, you got to start with the weights to help you build up and get there. You can't just go from 0 to 300 pounds, right? So 15. You do have to build up to it. However, you don't want to waste energy getting to that point. So in terms of reps, when we are building that weight, it can be kind of tricky. So listen to your body. You can kind of follow me for guidance as well, like I've been saying. But that's why there's no set numbers or reps on this, because there are some days where I end up doing like 3 sets of 6 and continuously go up. And then there's some days where like that 1 set of 6 felt really hard. And so I'm like, oof, if I'm gonna keep going up, then I probably need to go down in reps. But following, 5 more. 13, 15. Okay, we are activated. You should feel good and warm and ready. I know I'm a lot of energy right now and I'm moving super fast, but it's the only way I'm going to be able to get this done. So the show must go on. We are going to move into the hip thrust portion of this workout. So at this point, you are welcome to pause the video and do this on your own if you feel confident about how to progressive overload, what your weights need to be and all of that. Or if you want to just do it with me, then you can do that. It is totally up to you. But I am going to go ahead and get started with my warm-up set. So I'm doing 10 reps here. This, I don't even know what weight this is, to be honest, otherwise I would share it with y'all. I will tell y'all how much weight I'm going up with each time, just to kind of give you the reference, but obviously everybody is different. All right, feet are planted flat, planted flat, core is engaged. Here we go, inhale, and that was 10. Your warm-up weight should feel, I don't want to say easy, but it's a warm-up, okay? So for my next one, I'm actually just going to be adding 10s, so going up by 20 pounds. This is just kind of how I've been doing this, and it's working for me. Has been over the last few weeks. And then, sorry, I'll still out of breath. From here, I kind of do a bigger increase. So this set, I'm going to catch my breath. We do need to be taking a minute to a minute and a half in between each one when we're lifting this heavy. So after this, I'll increase a little bit more, and we're just gonna keep going up, okay? So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead, get my weights out for the next set, and then we'll take about 30 more seconds and get started. This next one, we will be doing 8 reps. So this one should feel harder, but not so hard that you can't do 8 reps. And then after this one is when it's like, okay, we're lowering these number of reps for a reason. Okay. Second set, 8 reps. If that feels good for you, right? You can follow my lead if you would like, you do not have to. Here we go. There's 8. Okay. So, it was a little bit harder. Still totally doable though. So for this next one, I'm taking the 10s off and putting 25s on. Okay, so I'm increasing my weight from the last set by 30 pounds. So definitely going up more. Oops, let's do this. Definitely going up more. But this is when I drop it down to 6 reps. So I feel okay increasing that much. And this is when it should start to feel hard. But you know, doable for 6 reps. Oh, I'm moving so fast. Whoa! Please remember that you can pause as much as you need to. I just want to get it done. What's our time? Oh my God, we are moving so fast. I feel like normally I'm like, actually just now, probably done with activation. I am moving faster than normal. I don't actually work out this fast when I'm by myself. I thought I did, but we're really moving. All right, about 10 seconds, 6 reps this time, okay? Unless for you, you were like, oof, this is still way easy, then you can go for 8. But if you do this and it's still super, super easy at 6, instead of increasing by 2 reps, I would just really go up in weight for your next one, okay? Basically think of this as like, we're kind of outside of the warm-up stage at this point. All right, here we go. Still felt pretty good. So I'm gonna increase by 20 this time, or sorry, yeah, 20 total, so 10s on each side. And then I'll probably increase the same amount for the next time that I just did, so increasing by 30. So this one, depending on how this feels, I'll probably go for 5 or 6, because those last 2 felt pretty good. So probably 5 or 6 for this one. And then from here on out, after this set, it'll be 4 and under for sure. Like, I may even go to like 2 next time. I never really know. So this one, 5 or 6 again. Depending on how that the fourth rep feels, I'll either stop at 5 or go for 2 more, okay? These are the things. If you're still going along with this with me, this is how the progression works. So hopefully you're at least learning something from this. And if this is fun for you, highly recommend doing BAB2, because this is literally all that BAB2 is. And it's so educational and it's so good. Such a good program. Okay. Anyways, let's do, is this our 4th set? 5th set? 4th, right? 10, 8, 6, yeah. All right, here we go. Stopping at 5. Okay, so I am taking the 10s off and putting 25s on each side. So we'll be increasing, what that means by is a total of 30 pounds for this set. That is a fairly big increase, especially at this point. So because of that, I will definitely be doing no more than 4 reps. And I might honestly even stop at 3. This is where it's all just kind of like, we're playing it by ear, by rep, literally rep by rep. I'm kind of like, okay. Of course, at this point, if it gets to a point where I can only do 1, then that's probably, is Eli awake? My 1 rep max. Dang it. Oof, 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 oof. We still have a lot to do, Eli. Lay back down. Oh my god. I do not have to stop this workout. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. And hopefully I'll be able to finish. If not, I won't have time today, it'll have to be tomorrow. Gosh, okay. Anyways, 4 sets, or 4 reps, ideally. I may end up stopping at 3 if I feel like that's best. Here we go. Stopped at 3. Yikes. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. That's the thing with this. Some days I come in here and I'm like, holy crap, I just hit my max by 10 pounds. Like it was nothing. And then other days it's like, it hits me like, I'm like 50 pounds still under my max. I'm like, okay. So we'll just see. We're gonna see how this ends up. But that was just 3. I have a feeling this next one's probably just gonna be 2. I just added 10s again, so we're going up by another 20. And I may just be able to do 1. So, playing it by ear, rep by rep, step by step, okay? And then once we're done with this, once I have hit my 1 rep max, if you can still keep going, then you can pause the video, keep going until you can't any longer. Then we'll all reconvene for the next exercise we have. Some hip thrust accessory work. All right. Let's see what I've got. Oh man. I couldn't even lock out at the top. Okay, well, I'm gonna add 5s on each side and just see how that feels. Hopefully I can get it for 1 rep. And that's probably gonna be where I call it today. And you know, that is okay. That is okay. I actually think this is, well, I think this is actually 5 pounds shy of my 1 rep max, so maybe I'm right on target. Oh, huh. 1 rep max since having Wyatt. I was doing more than this before. That's the goal. It's to get heavier than I was before I got pregnant. Okay. Never say never. I could do 1 of these and feel like I've got 1 more. We're gonna see, okay? That's the fun with this. We get to just keep feeling it out and seeing where we wind up. This feels heavy just rolling the bar though. So let's see where we're at after even just 1 rep. Core is engaged. Not a full lockout, but I am, sorry, I'm feeling crazy. Of course, like Eli's awake and I need to be done, but I'm gonna add, this is so funny, but it's a really good trick, these ankle weights. They're 2.5 pounds. So it ends up being like adding 5 pounds total, you know? It doesn't end up being like, it is adding 5 pounds total. Really great trick. Really great trick. And I'm pretty sure this is my max. I think. I don't know, I'll have to calculate at the end. All right, and then after this, I probably, like, I'm done. And we'll switch to, we have foot elevated, dead stop, single leg hip thrust, which is such a good one. It's so good. And we have some internal rotation work and then a finisher. So I may not be finishing this workout today, but that's okay. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Yep, that's all I got. Okay. Y'all, please take a little break. I am going to unwrap some of this because I need to get it set up for the next thing that we have got. You will need something to elevate your foot on. Like I said, it is foot elevated, dead stop, single leg hip thrust. Should be using this one. So what we're doing here, I would like for these to be weighted, okay? I don't know if you've picked up on this or not yet, but this is a heavy glute day. So for this, we're doing 3 sets of 8 to 10, totally up to you, totally how tired you got after doing all that we just did. You can even do like 1 set of 10, 2 sets of 8, whatever feels best, okay? For this, you'll place a weight on the active leg. We're doing a single leg hip thrust, pausing at the top, and then coming down to a complete stop. So like dropping, not dropping down, but like you're fully like touching the ground, basically so that you're having to reset before doing it again. This elevation is creating more range of motion, forcing the active leg to work a little bit harder. and we just get more out of it. Okay, that was not that much rest, so please pause the video if you need to. However, one of my children is awake, and that race against the clock that I was talking about is, coming to an end, and it's looking like I am losing. So I'll start with my left leg so you can see it because it's the one closer to the camera. So weight is right here. My hips are square, core is engaged. I'm thrusting up to full range of motion, locking out, pausing at the top, coming down, completely dropping to reset. Doing it again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. There's 8, 10, okay? Switch sides. You can take longer rest in between if you need to. Exhale, inhale. Fully lock out at the top. Eight. 10. Okay. Whew. Good job, y'all. Stand up in between. Move those legs around. Please keep in mind, I'm moving fast. If you are feeling tired or like this is hard, it's because it is. I'm really trying to get it in as quickly as possible. So don't tell anyone. I'm encouraging you to rest more. I just, for sake of getting the video and my own personal workout accomplished, there's just not much time to waste. So we'll do 2 more sets here. Like I said, adjust those reps if you need to. I would like the weight to be a challenging weight. You know, anytime it's a single leg thing, it's going to be a lighter to medium weight, but something that's challenging enough to go for 8, and not so hard that you can't get to 8, but not so easy that 10 feels easy. You know what I mean? A good little happy medium there. All right. Second set, when you're ready, square up those hips, draw the core in. Here we go. Eight. There's 10. Switch. Pause. Dead stop. Pause. Dead stop. Set there, and then we have our internal rotation superset. That is so good. Internal, that's always so hard to say. Internal rotation is something that I have learned a whole lot about since when I got pregnant with Wyatt. I learned a lot about it, and have been incorporating that in pregnancy and in postpartum. It is so good for glute growth. There are many other things too, but so good for glute growth. And just great, a functional movement. That rotation is a functional form of movement that we need in life because we are naturally doing that movement. Okay, third set here. Again, take more time if you need. Otherwise, here we go. Eight, 10, okay. Switch. 8, 10. All right, ladies. Awesome job, y'all. Next up, please take rest, but I'm going to go ahead and start explaining, is our internal rotation superset. We have internal rotation step ups. We're doing 8 of those. I want those to be a medium to heavy weight. And we are supersetting that with internal rotation cable stationary lunge. Okay, so with the lunge, long band or cable machine, you are going to get in a static lunge, and you are lunging internal rotation, and then right there. So if I'm facing the camera, pretend the cable machine / long band is down there. I'm holding it this way. I am internally rotating, bringing it back up. The active leg is the one in the front. For the step ups, and I'm sorry y'all, this is so fast. I strongly urge you to take more rest than this, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. For internal rotation step ups, you're starting up, okay? Engage that core. Inhale, internally rotate, pushing up with the leg on the step up. Exhale, externally rotate so that you're back to that starting position with hips square. 8 here. Inhale, exhale. There's 8, okay? So, since this is a superset, that was right leg, we're doing right leg static lunge. So, right leg in front, holding the cable machine with our left arm, hips are square, core is engaged. Inhale, exhale, driving up with the right leg. There should be a lot of resistance in this band. Going for 10. I want you to think about, with this, on the way up, you're almost pushing like at an angle back, if that makes sense. So you're not pushing up, you're almost pushing that way. Does that make sense? Oh, that's our neighbors. What is he like crying? I think it's our neighbors. If my child is crying, I promise I'll stop, but I don't think it was him. All right, left leg, draw that core in, hips are square. Inhale, internally rotate. Exhale, bring it back up. Seven, one more. 8. All right, and then left leg. So holding on to the cable machine with your right. Hips are square. Lots of resistance in this band to begin with. Inhale, exhale. We're thinking about that diagonal pushback. A diagonal is not the right word. Slanted? Is that the word I'm looking for? Do you know what I mean? Really pushing through your heel. And 10. Okay, you should really be feeling that. All right, here in your under glutes. Okay, whew. We are moving fast. 2 more rounds there, and then our finisher. I don't want to jinx anything, but I'm shocked that I'm still going. That being said, I'm probably taking like 10 more seconds rest and doing the second set. I'm sorry, y'all. She's giving crazy. I know it, okay? Crazy vibes are coming through your screen. But listen, where there is a will, there is a way, and this mom is beating nap time and getting her workout in. Second set, here we go. Inhale, exhale. The weight is all on your active leg, the right leg. Here we go. Challenge yourself here. Really work against that resistance. Do it for the glutes. Right here. 7. 10. Woo, baby. All right. Sorry, y'all. Other leg. Here we go. Hips are square, core is engaged. Inhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Seven, 8. Okay. Oh, hang with me, E. He's up talking. Please don't climb out of your bed. Okay. Oh, goodness, y'all. All right. 2, 3. 8, 9, 10. I think he's about to try to climb out of his bed. Stay, stay, stay. All right, a sip, and then I'm going for the third round, y'all. This is record timing, which is nothing to be proud of. Do not hear that from your trainer and be like, yeah, I'm ashamed of myself. But sometimes I just want to get my workout in, you know? All right, here we go. Last time. 8. Woo, it is getting hard. All right. Oh, we lay back down. My sweet, sweet firstborn that loves to be in bed. My secondborn, I cannot say the same about. Core tight. Inhale. Exhale. Woo! Woo, this round got hard. And 10. All right, y'all, we are so close. Left leg, please take more rest before this last one if you need it. Then I'm gonna try to get through our finisher. We'll see. Okay. Hips are square, core is engaged. Inhale, exhale. And 8. We are almost there. Okay, last exercise before finisher. Two more. 9 and 10. Okay, we got through the bulk of it. I mean, most of it. Finally, for our finisher. Wow, this has still been 40 minutes. 3 sets of 10 side lying hip raises, a staple, one that we cannot be skipping out on. So good for core, so good for pelvic floor, so good for abductors, glute medius, glute max, all of the things. It is such a good exercise. This and dead bugs have been in my rotation weekly since I could do both of them postpartum, and I swear I'm seeing the results of that. So 3 sets of 10. I'm gonna try to freaking fly through this. He is laying back down. I don't have a word on Wyatt because his monitor is inside with Chase. He's the kid that stresses me out most because he doesn't like to sleep. So I don't know what his verdict is, but we're gonna try to get through this before I get the news that he is up as well. Let me get a sip, and then we're gonna do our finisher. Here we go. Let's get to it. My necklaces are all tangled up here. Okay, sideline hip raise. We are on our side. Hips are stacked one right over the other. Our core is pulled in. We are inhaling, exhaling. This is harder to raise this leg up. If you feel like it's easier or better for you, I should say, to keep your feet together, go for it. The next progression is going to be raising that foot up. But like I said, I have been 9, 10. I have been doing this exercise weekly since I was able to do so postpartum. So I've had lots of practice. I did not begin with separating my legs. Inhale, exhale. 8. There's 10. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. Normally I would rest in between these sets, but there's no time. I must keep going and do the second set. Here we go. Like I said, this workout usually takes me an hour when I'm doing it by myself, so we flew through this. 8, 10. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna be feeling it tomorrow. It's gonna be great. Here we go. Full extension. 4. 10. Okay, whew, I am gonna rest after this one. This exercise was weekly in Back to You, which is really the main reason I have been doing it weekly, because that was a 12-week program. So I was doing that every single week while I was finishing that program. And that was a huge reason in making the progress with it that I made. Because I did it with a short band, I did it with a long band. So I was able to really strengthen this exercise. Okay, final thing, and then we are done. And I'm gonna go get my babies. Woo, here we go. Draw that core in. Exhale, inhale. Two more. 9, 10. Awesome, y'all. Final thing. Sweet Eli's so patient. Oh, he just spoils me. Draw it in, keep it there. Exhale, inhale. 2. 2 more. 9, 10. Oh Lord, y'all. Okay. That was so fast. I think I've made it clear, but that was too fast. Don't do your workouts that quickly. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Please, please, please stretch after this one. Walk. I'm about to take the boys for a walk, which is perfect timing. Let's go for a walk, shake it out, stretch. This was a lot, and it was very fast. So hopefully your day allowed for you to fit this in at more of a normal pace instead of my crazy pace. But regardless, y'all are awesome, you're strong, you're beautiful. I'm proud of you. I will see you for the next one.